Today we're going to be talking about 5 upcoming NFT whitelists that I'm excited about, except for Monad and Berachain, as I will have dedicated videos for each of those dropping in the next few days. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Crypto Gorilla video. As usual, I am not a financial advisor. These projects can all rug, okay? I have zero control over what these teams do. I'm just doing my best to research them with the info I have provided, but make sure to always do your own research, use a burner wallet, whatever you need to do to protect yourself. If you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, and let's jump right into our first project, which I think is going to be a cooker, and this one is happening on HyperLiquid. It is called Hypers. Now, you've probably heard of HyperLiquid, which is a decentralized perps trading platform, because most people who were using it got massive airdrops. I know people who received 6 to 7 figures in airdrops, especially since the token has come out. It basically 10x'd, and they have built a very loyal community, but it's also its own L1, meaning people are trading meme coins on there, and people are also going to be trading NFTs. And I believe one of the standouts is going to be Hypers, purely based on the amount of attention that they're getting on the timeline and the amount of people I'm seeing in the Discord trying to get whitelist for this thing. Now, there really isn't that much info available on this project outside of looking at the art and knowing it's on HyperLiquid. Even their own description of it, like they just say, hey, this is a PFP dropping on HyperLiquid for the culture, for degens, innovation, all that. At the time of filming this video, we still don't know what the supply or the mint price is going to be, but like I said, it is getting a lot of hype. So even I'm in the Discord trying to get the OG roll, trying to get the whitelist roll. So if you do want whitelist, that is going to be the way you have to do it. They currently do have an art contest happening in the Discord. So if you're good at making pixel art or you're good at using AI, I would suggest trying it out. But I also hope they open up for some collabs, especially to onboard more people into HyperLiquid. I will be dropping some tutorials in the near future on how to transact, how to trade meme coins, and eventually how to trade NFTs on HyperLiquid, because I feel a lot of people aren't familiar with it yet. But they did announce that they are going to be dropping on Hyper Launch, which does seem to be a launch pad by drip.trade. The waitlist is closed, so if you guys are watching, let me in. But if we look in their documentation, you can see drip.trade is a cutting edge, high frequency NFT exchange coming soon to HyperLiquid. So I would also suggest following drip.trade on Twitter in case they start announcing more NFT collections that are going to be dropping on their launchpad, and maybe you'll find more whitelist opportunities through that. Next up, we have Finalbosu, who have been blowing up ever since they dropped their trailer, which looks amazing, but also since they announced that they are going to be dropping on Abstract. So they're getting a ton of hype and attention, especially that Abstract is going live as early as mid-January. So I do hope this collection not only becomes the #1 anime collection on Abstract, but it breaks out of Abstract and it can compete with the likes of Azuki. Now, the team has been working for a very long time. In fact, my first call with Kevin, one of the founding brothers of this project, was back in last January, and their Gen 1 collection did pump a lot with the announcement of the trailer as well as Abstract. You could see it's currently sitting at a 1.72 ETH floor. And these are all custom made one-of-ones where you can ask the artist to make a portrait of you and then he'll make it. That's why you'll see some of them are like this spinning thing without a PFP yet, even though this collection was made in February 2022. It's because the people haven't requested the custom art. Now, they did just open up collabs yesterday. So if you're a collab manager or if you want to tell your community leader to go get whitelist, be sure to spam Chosen to get yourself whitelist. I'm sure they're going to have whitelist opportunities for individuals as well. However, the timeline could be very short, so I would not sleep on this project, as like I said, Abstract is potentially launching in 2 weeks, even though I'm not sure if Finalbosu is going to be launching on day 1. Now, I will also link a pre-mint raffle in the description down below if you want to give it a shot at getting whitelist. If not, I'll update you guys in a future video as they release more info on getting whitelist. Next on the list, we have Jimmy. Now, you might recognize this or have heard of it by seeing these passports floating around Twitter. This essentially means that you have whitelist. So Little flex from me here, but there really isn't that much info available on this project on the surface. At least if we go to the pre-mint, you could see most of the details are not revealed yet. It is going to be a 10K collection on ETH, so it is on the larger side, but the good news here is that it is a free mint, so no risk. So if you want to join this raffle, I'll link it down below. They're giving away 70 spots and the registration for it closes on January 4th, so you only have like 5 days left by the time you watch this video. However, one of the reasons it is getting so much attention is because there's an actual company behind this project. If we go to their Gen 1, which is the Chameleon Travel Club, you could see the floor is currently roughly 2.17 ETH. Which at current prices is roughly around $7,400. And the reason for this is there's an actual product behind this. The team behind this owns this luxury travel company. So you could see this app here where you can book luxury vacations. So I guess it's kind of like a luxury Airbnb. And if we jump to this article, you could see they do a ton. They have a travel business. They have a real estate business. They also have an asset management business where they say they manage over 300 million in assets. And then they go on to talk about the NFTs and what benefits they get. This is for the chameleons, not necessarily for Jimmy. Here they say increased commission earnings on the platform, priority positioning for potential projects. You get NFT and token airdrops, and so on. So I guess that's the main reason for the high price of the Chameleons collection. And look, I did not go and do a full company audit to make sure all this stuff checks out. I'll leave that to CoffeeZilla. But like I said, this was a free mint and it is performing incredibly well, currently at $7,400. And then the Jimmy mint is also going to be a free mint, although they do mention this is just an art collection. It is just a meme collection. So I wouldn't expect any, earnings or anything like that coming from their luxury real estate company, but it is a project that is getting a ton of attention. So again, I will put links for this in the description down below. Next up, we have another HyperLiquid project called Liquina, and these guys are going about it very differently. You could see this is their NFT collection. It is going to be 3,000 NFTs. However, the team has been going about this very differently from most collection, as they've been holding auctions for a portion of their supply, and you could see these NFTs have been trading for $5,000 to $6,000 on average, and we can see here it even continues $5,000. And if we jump to this trait list here, there's 10 different kind of traits, different characters, and personally I really like the art for this project. I like how they're going about the different traits, but you'll see only a portion are available for auction. They do have a portion of the supply that is being airdropped, and if we go to this tweet here, you can see the free airdrop whitelist spots. So I guess all of these airdrop spots, those are just going to be free, airdropped to the winners, which is amazing if you actually win this, considering that the auctions, like we saw, are, or at least according to them, are selling for $5,000. Now they do also have a token on HyperLiquid, which is performing really well. If we zoom out, you could see it's been on an up only trajectory here, currently at $18.5 million market cap. To be honest, I don't fully know the utility behind the token. I do know they have their own AI called Liquina, so I'm assuming this is the token for the AI, and maybe there's some sort of utility that's linked between the two. But with HyperLiquid, meme coins performing really well, with AI agents currently being the meta, and soon we're gonna have NFTs on HyperLiquid, and them already selling for thousands of dollars, it does seem like this can be a winner. So it's definitely one I'm keeping an eye on. And just like we saw with Hypers, they are also going to be launching through drip.trade. So like I said, I'd follow drip.trade just to see all of the NFT projects that they're going to be working with. Next on the list, we have Obsidian by Memphis, which is going to be minting in early January. And to be honest, I just really love the art for this project. I know ordinals and also ruins have not been performing that well lately. They haven't been getting attention compared to NFTs on ETH with all the airdrops, as well as the new chains like Abstract, Monad, and Berachain. And while I don't know the mint price for this, I do know the supply is going to be 484 pieces. The good news is he already has a first collection of 777 pieces, which the floor is currently above $1,000. So it means there is demand for this, especially since there's a whitelist opportunity here. But like I said, I really just love the art for this collection. I think the art looks dope, and he's kind of bringing me back to my NFT roots in the art world and make me want to go and do one of my like artist spotlight videos that I used to do. So this is really cool to see. He did say collabs are officially closed. So as of now, the only way to get whitelist for this is by holding an abstract being. And it is worth noting that the abstract beings are a 777 supply collection versus the Obsidian, which is 484. So it is not one-to-one. I'm not exactly sure how they're going about that. Or you could win it on Twitter. So I know they're doing a ton of raffles on Twitter. So if you're interested in this, like I said, I don't know the mint price, but I really find these are cool. So if you like it, definitely worth entering these raffles. Next, let's just do some quick fire ones, which means there's going to be less info on each of these projects. First up, we have the Racoons, which these guys say they're going to be the first drop on Czar. Look, I'll be upfront. I have no idea what Czar is, okay? I have never used Czar in my life, but I did get a few people who asked me to go and get whitelist for this collection, and I also saw that they were trading for a few $100s. Now, it is worth noting, like this person says here, there's a few collections that do wash trading on Exaverse and these other OTC marketplaces, so do keep that in mind if you're going to put the time in to go get whitelist for this. But we often do see collections, especially when it's the first collection on a new chain, perform really well. So who knows, this could potentially be a winner. Like I said, I've never used Czar in my life. I didn't farm it for an airdrop or anything like that. So if you're the kind of person who likes to go deep in a rabbit hole, definitely check this one out. Next up, we have another ordinals collection called Bitcoin Frugs. And same thing, there is no info on this collection. There's no website, nothing like that. All we have to go by is the art, which personally I really like. So this is another one that I'm trying to get whitelisted for. And I did notice they are constantly dropping these forms where they are giving away whitelist spots. So if you follow them on their socials, maybe you'll get lucky and you'll catch yourself a whitelist. Next, we have a quick update for the Taproot Wizards. Whale.swoosh or whale.mocha now did post this, where they did tweet out what happens when you put a dead quantum cat and an alive quantum cat in a blender, quantum cats being their, I guess you call it their secondary collection. And because of this, people are assuming that if you hold both a dead and alive cat, you are going to get a whitelist spot for the Taproot Wizards collection, which is extremely hyped. Now, this is very expensive if you want to speculate on it, because one NFT is going to cost you 0.3 Bitcoin or more. So if you need two of them at current prices, that's going to be like $60,000. I understand not everybody can do that. Hopefully there's more opportunities to get whitelist for this collection. And the last project I wanted to give a mention to, I just discovered it. It is called monsters.fun. They do have a thread here where they explain what it is. I do think it's a cool concept. They basically allow you to create your own AI monster, and then you're able to battle against other AI monsters. Both of them are going to have a token automatically linked to it, and then as you defeat other monsters, your monster is going to grow, and you're also going to absorb the market cap of the, or at least a piece of the market cap of the losing monster. Now, normally with a project so fresh like this, I would not bring your attention to it, but I did see it get a retweet from Saigar, yeah, right here, who, you know, is the founder or the dev behind Frame, which is now Abstract. So this did give me the confidence to share it. And like they say here, they are sharing spots for the beta access. So I don't think there's whitelist for this. It's more just getting access to test out the tool, but maybe there's going to be a benefit if you're early to this. So if you get lucky and you're able to test this out, nice. And I hope you make a lot of money doing it. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I will have a Monad video for whitelist. I will have a berachain one. It just takes long. Like, I have to message these teams. A lot of them are just really not responsive, which whatever, I'll just drop the video anyways. And then I also have tutorials for HyperLiquid coming out. I want to talk about this DAO stuff that's going on. I have a ton of videos that are dropping. It just takes time to do all this research, but I will try to pump the videos out maybe every day or every 2 days if I can. If you like that, be sure to hit the like button. It really helps my channel grow. If you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching, you Crypto Gorilla. Peace.